Hello, my name is Nikita Sobolev, welcome to my LifePage. Today I will talk about brand management, but first let me introduce myself. I've studied international relations in Moscow University for Humanities for 4 years, and after graduation I've worked for a couple of years in Volvo Cars Russia, which is a completely different field, but at the time for me it was possible to get this job, and I took this opportunity because I never actually intended to work in international relations. And I knew it's going to be some kind of business, so big international company was a good way to start this. So after graduation, I've worked for a couple of years for Volvo Cars Russia as a project manager. Then I got promoted to project leader, but in the end I decided that I wanted to leave this company to pursue some new opportunities for myself, and that's when I joined Yamaha Motor Corporation. There I've worked in sales department for a bit more than 4 years, and during that time I went on to see many cities across Russia because I was working as a regional manager, territory manager, and that gave me opportunity to visit many cities where I have not. In essence, being brand manager means working and being responsible for some interesting product or brand. Usually it's a brand, not just a single product, and just making sure that it sells. So brand management is essentially means managing your brand. This is your most important task, and this is what you should do as a brand manager. Well, it means everything. It means that you're responsible 360 degrees for everything that happens to your brand. You have to think of every single opportunity, and you have to think of every single problem that may occur, and you should just stick to your plan and go for it. So your brand should sell well, and it should be well recognized. Now I will tell you what education is required to be a good brand manager. So first is another essential thing is product life cycle. So first the product. There is idea of the product. Then the team is creating the product. Then the factory produces the product and ships it to the country where it's going to be sold. And then sales team is selling this product. But to sell this product, sales team needs tools. And tools are provided usually by brand management team or brand manager. And then marketing team is helping them to sell this product. So the brand manager's job is to be on the edge and to understand what's happening with his product. First is communication skills. So this is essentially very important to communicate to your colleagues. Usually you are working in a team. You're not the only person handling the project. There are other people around, and they're not your subordinates. Most of the time they're on the same level as you are, so you have to make sure that all the team is working towards your goal. So you have to be the ambassador for your brand. The first positive thing about this job is self-fulfillment, which means this job is quite hard, it's challenging, but it is satisfying. And when you achieve your goal, you feel fulfilled. It makes you always stand on your toes and not to feel comfortable. So it's challenging. It really is challenging. But at the same time, it makes you feel that you've accomplished something when you've done your project right. The first is multitasking, which means you are not doing one project at a time. You're usually working on several different projects, and all of them are important. Some are more important, some are less important, but at certain point they're all going to be important. So you have to manage and be able to prioritize and think which one is more important right now and which one can be important in a week or so, or maybe in a month, or maybe in a year. So you have to understand that you cannot just drop everything and do one project perfectly. You have to somehow manage to make sure that all of those projects are handled properly. I usually wake up at around 7 a.m. Do some small workouts. I'm taking a shower, then I'm taking a breakfast, I'm going to work, So first thing I do is usually I'm checking the emails and I prioritize what tasks I have today, which are the most important, which are less important, and they can wait, or I can do them tomorrow maybe if it's not due with a deadline. Then I might have some meetings with colleagues if I need to work on some project together. I have to gather my colleagues from other departments, and then we decide on how we proceed with the current project. The next thing is I'm working on the tasks that I have at hand. So depending on my current tasks, sometimes I'm meeting with my colleagues, sometimes I'm checking the sales figures for the last week, sometimes I'm writing a strategy for the brand, or I'm working towards the next season order. I'm checking the current trends of the industry. So it may be a lot of different tasks. This just depends on the current day and what is more important right now. I hope I've been able to give you a balanced view of what is brand management. Thank you.